Hello. Hello. All right. Hello, students. Good evening to all who are watching this session. My name is Professor Kashyap Chugh, and I'll welcome you all to the Yoddha series, in which we are going to do revision of quantitative aptitude. Right? So, everybody, there are only 7 chapters in this subject, quantitative aptitude. Let us start without any time to be wasted. We are starting with the revision of quantitative aptitude. Now, there are total 7 chapters in this subject, right? All the 7 chapters are visible on your screen, so we are not going to revise all the chapters. I am going to teach you all the chapters in this revision session. We are going to do each and every sum, we are going to solve each and every question of this subject, and I am going to explain you all the concepts of this 7 chapters, right? So without wasting any more seconds, we are starting with the first chapter, that is called number system, right? Everybody ready? Let us start with the first chapter, that is number system. So starting with the number system, right? Starting with the first chapter, that is called number system. On your screen you have a flow chart on the first page of the chapter, right? Now this flow chart consists of many such small points from which you can be asked question in your CSEET exam, right? So there are many possible question which can be made from this flow chart, so you have to understand this flow chart very thoroughly, right? So this flow chart is basically types of numbers. Now which are the types of numbers? Now there are numbers are broadly classified into 2 types, that is real number and imaginary number. First of all, we are going to understand what are imaginary number. Let us understand what are imaginary number. Now first of all, imaginary number, the name explains the concept of imaginary number. That is, what are imaginary number? Imaginary number are those number which do not exist in real life. They do not exist in reality, they only exist in our imagination, and that is why they are called imaginary number. For example, one of the example of imaginary number is root negative 4. Now how can you identify imaginary number? To any number. How can you identify the imaginary number? Any number which has a square root, and in that square root there is a negative number. Any negative number inside the square root is always a imaginary number. Understood this? Now let us take an example, root negative 4. Now this is an example of imaginary number. Now why is this an imaginary number? Sir, can you tell me why this number is not, it does not exist in real life? So the answer is, first of all, understand what is square root. 2 square, the square of 2 is 4, right? And that is why root 4 ka answer is 2, right? Similarly, is there any number jiska square, is there any number whose square will be negative 4? Do you know basic maths, right? Any number whose square will always be positive. 2 ka square, square of 2 is also 4, and square of minus 2 is also 4. A square cannot be negative, and that is why a square cannot be negative, and that is the reason why we cannot solve the answer of this. Any number whose square will always be a positive number, any number you take, the square will always be a positive number. There are no numbers whose square is negative. There is no square which is negative, and that is why negative 4, and it is inside the square root, so we cannot solve this, and that is why these are imaginary number. Understood this, right? And those numbers are called imaginary number. You just have to remember this. Any number inside the square root and it should be a negative number, then those number are always called an imaginary number. But sir, example in the book is different. Yes, I'll explain you why it is written in such a way. So let us take the same example. Let us take the same example, root negative 4. Now I will split this into two parts. I'll split this into two parts. I'll take, first of all, wait just a minute. Now I'll first split this into 4 into minus 1, right? This makes sense. Does this make sense to you guys? Right? Everybody who are watching me on live, you have to answer me in the comment section. Right? The rules of this revision are, feel free to ask any doubts in the comments. I am reading all the comments. I'll answer all your doubts. Right? But you just have to pay attention. Your attention should be maximum for this 2.5 hours, because I am going to speak faster, because I want to complete the whole syllabus, each and every sum in this revision session. So attention should be high and you have to ask me doubts, even to you, same applicable to you, right? So the negative 4, root negative 4, I have split this into two parts, 4 into minus 1, right? Now I am going to split this. I'll split negative, I'll split the root 4 and I'll split the negative 1. Now answer, can we solve this? Yes sir, we can solve this. But can we solve this? No sir, this is an imaginary number. How can we solve this? Yes, correct, it cannot be solved, and that is why we have given it a variable that is called I. Now these are both in multiplication, right? So the number became 2i, and that is why in your example there is a letter called I, and I suggest the letter I in any number suggests that it is an imaginary number. So any number which has I in them, with them, even in addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, the whole number is an imaginary number, right? So only two things you have to remember: any negative number inside the root is an imaginary number, any number which has letter I is called an imaginary number. Now comes the lengthiest part, that is called real numbers. So real numbers, all those numbers apart from imaginary number, all numbers apart from imaginary number are all real numbers. So there are many numbers which comes under real numbers. We are going to see one by one each type of real numbers. So broadly, real numbers are classified into two parts. Those parts are rational number and irrational number. First of all, we will understand what are irrational numbers. So let us understand what are irrational numbers. So there are, see, obviously this, both the words are opposite words and the meaning are also opposite, right? So what are rational number? Any number which can be represented, any number which can be represented, any number which can be represented in P upon Q form, any number which can be represented in P upon Q form. Sir, what is P upon Q form? Nothing but fraction form. Any number which can be represented in fraction form is called an rational number, and any number which cannot be represented in P upon Q form is called an irrational number. Let us see an example of both of them. Let us check examples, then it will be much clear to you. Let us take examples. Now irrational number, how does a irrational number looks like? So any number with root, but it cannot be solved. Can you tell me these numbers can be solved properly? These numbers are irrational number. Why? Because this cannot be solved. Now root 4 can be solved, right? The answer is 2, and that is why it is not an irrational number, it will be a rational number. Any number which cannot be solved, for example root 7, this number cannot be solved. So any number inside the root, but the answer should not come, it cannot be solved. If we are not able to solve it, then those number are irrational number. Do you know why? Because if you take this root 2 is an irrational number, right? If you calculate this, answer will be looking like this. It won't be accurate, but it will look something like this. What I'm trying to tell you is the answer of this is it is never ending, it is non-terminating, and the numbers, the digits that come after decimal will not repeat itself. There will be random numbers that will be keep on coming till infinite times. There will be no repetition of digits and there will be never ending digits. So those numbers, every number, if in fact you calculate answer of root 3, you calculate answer of root 5, all these numbers are irrational number, because if you calculate in your calculator na, the answer will be, you will get infinite number of digits, random digits coming after the decimal. It is a never ending answer, and those answer which numbers, please pay attention, whose digits after the decimal are never ending, non terminating and non repeating. It is called non recurring, and non terminating. Those numbers whose answer is non terminating and non recurring is called an irrational number. It is called an irrational number. All these examples which I gave you, all this number, if you calculate in your calculator, the answer of all this number will be non recurring and I'm very sorry, it is recurring, wait, it is non-recurring. That means the digits will not repeat itself and it will be never ending. So all the answer are non-recurring, non-repeating, and those number cannot be represented in P upon Q form, and that is why it is an irrational number. Understood? Now let us take an example of rational number. Sir, what are rational number? So I told you the types of irrational number, right? Root numbers, but it cannot be solved, then those numbers are irrational number, right? Now rational number, what are the types of rational numbers? So there are many numbers in which there are many types of rational number. For example, one of the example is all the numbers that you are very well aware of. All these numbers you know, right? 1 2 3 4 0 minus 1 minus 2, positive numbers till infinite, negative numbers till infinite. All these number are rational number. Why, sir? Because all these numbers all this number can be represented in P upon Q form, because in fact if you see very carefully, these numbers are already in fraction, because you have learnt in your previous standards that all the numbers have default a denominator as 1. So all this number are already in fraction, already they are in P upon Q form, and that is why they are rational number. Sir, there are more examples of rational number. Can you tell me? Yes. So numbers which have decimal but it is ending 3.42. Now 3.42, the answer is over 3.42. That's it. Sir, can we represent this in a fraction form in P upon Q form? Yes. You have done this sum in your previous standards. Can we solve this decimal number into, can we convert this decimal number into a fraction? Yes. 342 upon 100, right? 342 upon 100. So this is, I can convert this into a fraction, and that is why all the decimal wala number which has ending, all the numbers which has an ending but are in decimal, those number are called rational number, because it can be represented in P upon Q form. Sir, next, what are the type of next numbers? So 3.341, 341. Sir, these are irrational number na, you told it is never ending. Please pay attention. I told you it should be never ending, but it should be random numbers which are keep on coming till infinite. These are repeating, these are recurring, non-terminating, because they are never ending but they are, I am very sorry for the handwriting. They are repeating but they are never ending, and those number are called rational number. Why, sir? Can we represent this number in a fraction form? Yes, you can represent this number in fraction form. I'll show you, and after some time I am going to teach you also that this number 3.341341 this number can be represented in a fraction form. For example, the answer of this number will be 3338 upon 999. I'll teach you how to do it, but for now just understand this, that this number can be represented in fraction form, and that is why they are rational numbers. Understood this? Did you understand the difference between rational and irrational? Simple meaning: rational number can be represented in P upon Q form, irrational number cannot be represented in P upon Q form, and those numbers are called irrational numbers. Let us move forward to further classification. Rational numbers are divided into two types. Those are called integers and non-integers, and non-integers have another name, that is called fraction. I am very sorry, but the class is going to be fully English. I'm very sorry to a student who is asking me to speak in Hindi. Very sorry. I'm very sorry. I am going to speak in English. If you have any doubts, you can connect me in person, and I can solve your doubts. So now rational numbers are classified into two types. Two types are called integers and non-integers. Are you understanding, right? Rational numbers are two types. There are two types in rational number: integer and non-integer. Obviously these both number are opposite words. Now sir, what is the meaning of integer? When I talk about integer, your imagination should be, in your imagination you just have to draw a number line. When you hear the word integer, immediately you have to imagine a number line which you were doing in your previous standards. These are numbers. These are all integers, right? Positive number till infinite, negative number till infinite. But mind, please pay attention, there are no point wala numbers, there are no decimal numbers in this, and that is why integers will be the numbers, proper full numbers, and those numbers 1 2 3, positive number, negative number, 0, this number are called integers. And what are non-integers? So non-integers are all the decimal numbers, non-integer slash fraction. So any fraction, for example 3 upon 9. Now 3 upon 9 is a fraction. This you can also call it as non-integer. Sir, why non-integer? Non-integer includes both a fraction as well as a decimal number. Sir, why? Because both are same. If you take 3 upon 9, 3 upon 9 is in fraction form, but when you convert this into decimal, it is 0.33333. Now this and this both are non-integer because both are one and the same only, right? One is in fraction form, one is in decimal, but both the numbers are included in non-integer. Whether you say 3 upon 9 or whether you say 0.333333, both numbers are non-integers slash fraction. And other types are integers. So integers, you will get full numbers. There will be no number which has a decimal in it. Can you see any decimal wala number? No, you won't be able to see any decimal wala number because in integer there are no decimal wala numbers. But in non-integer there will be fraction form. For example 1/7, 2/3, such type of number are called non-integers, and 0.53, 5.938, any number which has a decimal is called non-integer. Any fraction is called a non-integer. Right? Understood? Let us move forward to the next classification. Now integers are classified into positive integer, negative integer, and 0. Now I hope I should not be explaining such basic concepts to you. right? Positive integers means all the positive numbers, negative integers means all the negative numbers, and 0 means 0. There is nothing to explain in that, right? Now the positive integers are classified into two types. The student who is commenting, please contact me in person. Let us, I'll solve all your doubts in Hindi, don't worry. Now the positive integers are classified into two types, natural number and whole number. Now natural number and whole number have a very small difference, that is the difference is created by 0. 0 is in whole number but it will not be in natural number. Natural number will start from 1, 2, 3 and whole number will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, right? Basic, and it both go still infinite. And now there is one change, this whole number is classified, not the natural number, whole number is classified into four types. Now this types are very important. Odd number everybody knows, right? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and any number which ends with 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 is called an even number, is called an odd number. Now what are even numbers? So any number which ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, these are all even numbers, but any number which ends with these numbers is called an even number. Very basic, very easy. Now comes the most important part of the chapter, that most important part of this flow chart, that is prime numbers. Now what are prime numbers? So let us take an example. Now 7 comes in which numbers table, or in fact I can say this, that what are the factors of 7? What are the factors of 7? 1 and 7. What are the factors of 3? 1 and 3. What are the factors of 4? 1, 2 and 4. You are understanding what I am trying to tell you, right? 7 comes in 1 ka table and 7 ka table. 3 comes in 1 ka table and 3 ka table. Now 4 comes in 1 ka table also, 2 ka table also, 4 ka table also. So this is a prime number. Sir, what are you trying to tell us? I am trying to tell you that any number which has only two factor, one of the factor will be 1 and the other factor will be the number itself. Those numbers which has only two factor, one of the factor will be 1 and the other factor will be the number itself, those numbers are called as prime numbers. For example, 3 has only two factors, 1 and the number itself. But 4 is not a prime number because there are three factors, and if there are more than two factors, then those numbers are called as composite numbers. Two factors is called prime numbers, more than two, composite numbers. Understood everybody? So let us take more examples. There are many examples of this. Here I'll show you all the examples. Now these are prime numbers up to 100. Which are the prime numbers up to 100? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. These are all prime numbers up to 100, right? For example, let us take 41. What are the factors of 41? 1 and 41. Now any number, there are no number there are no numbers which has 41 in their table. So there are no numbers. That is why 41 is a prime number. In fact 19, let us take 19, 1 and 19. There are only two factors. That is why those numbers, all these numbers are called as prime numbers. Understood? Now what are the types of question that can be asked to you? First question, which is the only even prime number? Which is the only even prime number? You can find only one even number, that is 2. So the answer is 2. Which is the only even prime number? 2. Now which is the first prime number? The answer is 2. Such type of question can be asked in your exam, right? More questions which can be asked to you. Find the sum of, please listen, find the, I'm writing a question here. sum of prime numbers. Let us change question. Sum of first 10 prime numbers. What is the sum of first 10 prime numbers? So you have to find what are the first 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So you have to do addition of all this number and that will be your answer. Understood everybody? Clear? Can we move forward to the, you can add all the numbers in your mind and you can solve this. If you want me to solve, let us solve together. 2 plus 3 plus 5 is 10, plus 7 is 17, plus 11 is 28, 28 plus 13 is 41, 41 plus 17 is 58, 58 plus 19 is 77, 77 plus 23 is, where were we? We were on which number? We were on 73, right? Let us do one more time. 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 7, 10 plus 7 is 17, plus 11 is 28, plus 13 is 41, plus 41 plus 17 is 58, 58 plus 19 is 77, 77 plus 3 is 100, 100 plus 29 is 129. So answer is 129. I hope everybody understood. Answer is 129. So such type of question can be asked in your exam, right? Let us move forward to next concept. And I told you about composite number, right? Any number which is not a prime number is called an composite number, because any number which has two factor are called prime, more than two factor composite. But sir, what about 1? What is the factor of 1? 1 has only one factor, that is 1. So what about 1? 1 is a prime number? No. 1 is a composite number? No. 1 is a co-prime number, right? 1 is a co-prime number. This is the most this is one of the important fill in the blanks that can be asked in your exam, right? Let us move forward to the next concept which is called divisibility rule. Now what is divisibility rule? Now these are some tricks. This tricks will tell you if a number is divisible by 2, if a number is divisible by 3, if a number is divisible by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are some tricks. So we are going to understand if a number is divisible by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are going to learn till 16. I am going to teach you from 2 to 16. These are the divisibility tests. 2 till 16 we are going to learn all the number card divisibility rule. Now let us start with the first number 2. What is the divisibility rule of 2? How can you say that? Let us say I take this number 618. When will you able to say that this number when will you be able to say that this number is divisible by 2? You just have to check now that this is an even number or not. If this is an even number, it is divisible by 2. It is not an even number, then it is not divisible by 2. Simple. So you just have to check whether it is an even number or not. Understood? Now let us move forward to the next divisibility rule, that is of 3, and this is the most important divisibility rule. Now what is the divisibility rule of 3? Let us take an example. If I take a number 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 6, 3, 1, 2. Such a great large number with many digits. How can you find that this number is, whether this number is divisible by 3 or not? So simply you just have to add all the digits. 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 9 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2. You just have to add all the digits. Let us add all the digits. 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 5 is 12, plus 6 is 18, plus 9 is 27, plus 6 is 33, 33 plus 3 is 36, and plus 3 is 39. Is 39 divisible by 3? Yes, sir. Then the whole number is divisible by 3. Sir, what are you trying to tell us? That if you add all the digits, then you get a number. If this number is divisible by 3, then the whole number is obviously divisible by 3. Always. Sir, what does this mean? If I take 545481, let us add this number. 5 plus 4 is 9, 5 plus 4 is 9, 8 plus 1 is 9. So answer of addition is 27. Is 27 divisible by 3? Yes, then the whole number is divisible by 3. Understood? Let us do one more sum. 181. Please add this number. 10, the addition of all the digits is 10. Is this divisible by 3? No, sir. Then the number 181 is also not divisible by 3. I hope everybody understood this. Let us take divisibility of 4. Let us take divisibility of 4. Now, what is the divisibility of 4? You just have to check last two digits. If last two digits are divisible by 4, then the whole number is divisible by 4. For example, 432120. Now, you don't have to divide it by 4. You just have to check last two digit. Is last two digit divisible by 4? Is 20 divisible by 4? Yes, sir. 20 is divisible by 4. Then the whole number is divisible by 4 always. Understood? Now let us move forward. The next is 5. 5 ka divisibility is very easy. Any number which ends with 5 or any number which ends with 0, those numbers are divisible by 5. Otherwise they are not divisible by 5. What is the divisibility of 6? The divisibility of 6. Please listen carefully. Now 6 does not have its own trick. You just have to, for example, let us take an example, then you will be able to understand very thoroughly. I have taken a number here 34626. Now I have to check if it is divisible by 6 or not. Then I have to apply two divisibility rule in this question. I will find if it is divisible by 2. Yes, it should also be divisible by 3. For example, one more time, let us go one more time. If I have to check that this number is divisible by 6 or not, I have to apply two divisibility rule. 2 ka divisibility rule and 3 ka divisibility rule. Let us apply 2 ka divisibility rule. Is this number divisible by 2? Yes, sir, it is an even number, it is divisible by 2. Now apply 3 ka divisibility rule also. Is this divisibility by 3? Is this divisible by 3? Let us add all the digits. Please add all the digits. The answer is 21 if you add all the digits, right? So, is 21 divisible by 3? Yes, sir. Then the whole number is divisible by 3 also. This number is divisible by 2 also. If the number is divisible by 2 and 3, then it is also divisible by 6. Otherwise, it won't be divisible. Even if it is divisible by 2 and it is not divisible by 3, then it will not be divisible by 6. It should be divisible by both. It should be divisible by both 2 and 3. Then it will be divisible by 6. What is your name? The one who is commenting, who is spamming the comment section. What is the name of yours, sir? Who is the one who is spamming the comment section? Please tell me your name and your branch. I'll meet you in person. Let us move forward. What is the divisibility of 7? So I'll teach you divisibility of 7, but after some time, right? First we will move forward to 8 ka divisibility rule. What is the divisibility rule of 8? So you have to check last 3 digits. You have to check. I'm very sorry for my handwriting, but you have to check last 3 digits. For example, 321 321 192. Sir, this is a very large digit. You don't have to worry about the number, the size of the number. You just have to worry about last 3 digits. Please check last 3 digits. Are last 3 digit divisible by 8? Yes or no? Let us check. Let us divide it in our mind. 192 divided by 8. 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16, the carry forward is 3. Now 32, yes, 8 fours are 32. So sir, 192 is divisible by 8, so the whole number is divisible by 8. You don't have to worry much. Understood? You have to check last 3 digits for the divisibility of 8. Sir, what about divisibility of 9? This is same as 3. For example, 5 4 5 4 8 1. You have to add all the digits. Let us add all the digits. 5 4 5 4 8 1. The addition of all the digits is 27. Sir, is this divisible by 7? Yes, it is divisible by, sorry, I'm very sorry for my words. Is this divisible by 9? Yes sir, it is divisible by 9. Then the whole number is divisible by 9. It is same as 3. Understood? Let us do divisibility of 10. What is the divisibility of 10? Any number which ends with 0, any number which ends with 0 is divisible by 10. Very easy. What is the divisibility of 11? Very interesting. It is very interesting. The divisibility rule of 11 is very interesting. Let us check what is the divisibility rule of 11. 8 6 8 7 6 7 9. Now let us do divisibility of 11. Now 11 ka divisibility rule is very interesting. Please pay attention here. You have to add alternate digits 8 8 6 and 9. Understood? Let us add all the alternate number. 8 plus 8 is 16, 16 plus 6 is 22, and 22 plus 9 is 21. Now you have to add the remaining digits. 6 plus 7 plus 7. What is the addition of 6 plus 7 plus 7? It is also 21. Now you have to subtract both the digits. 21 minus 22 is 0. If you get, after this subtraction, if you get 0, 11, 22, 33, or if you get 0, minus 11, minus 22, minus 33, basically 11 ka table. If the answer is 0, 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, this keeps on going, right? So basically you will, maximum times you will get this answers only. If you get 0, 11, 22, 33, then it is divisible, otherwise it is not divisible. Very clear, very clear to you all guys. Add all the alternate digits, add other alternate digits, now subtract both of them. If the answer is 0, 11, 22, 33, then the answer is, then it is divisible, otherwise it is not divisible. Fagun, there won't be both the option 3 and 9. Either it will be 3, either it will be 9. They won't, it is not possible that there will be two answers. There will be only one option which is correct. They won't confuse you by giving two correct answers. There will be only one answer which is correct. So you have to look it and solve it very carefully. Yes. Which number? Wait, just a second. I have, yes, correct. Just a minute guys, just a minute. Let us do the sum again. 8 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7. Let us add all the digits. This is the number, right? Let us add all the numbers. 8 plus 8 plus 6 plus 9. 8 plus 8 is 16, 16 plus 6 is 22, 22 plus 9 is 31, right? Now wait, 8 plus 8 is 16, 16 plus 6 is 22, and 22 plus 9 is 31. Now we have to add the remaining digits. What is 6 plus 7 plus 7? It is 20, right? It is 20. So you have to subtract this. I am very sorry for the previous answer. Answer is 11, right? So I am trying to tell you the same thing, that if you get 0, 11, 22, 33, these numbers, even if it is negative, it will be always divisible by 11, otherwise it won't be divisible by 11. The solution remains the same. Let us move forward to the divisibility rule of 12. Now divisibility rule of 12 is, 12 also does not have its own trick. You have to apply 2 divisibility rule in this for 12 divisibility rule, right? Let us take an example. I have to check 8220. I have to check this number if it is divisible by 12 or not. So I will check 2 divisibility rule for that. I will check 3 ka divisibility rule and I will check 4 ka divisibility rule. If both are applicable, then only it will be divisible by 12, otherwise it won't be divisible by 12. Let us do the sum. Now let us take 3 ka divisibility rule. What is divisibility rule of 3? You have to simply add all the digits, right? 8 plus 2 plus 2 is 12. Sir, 12 is divisible by 3, so this is divisible by 3. Yes. Now let us check divisibility rule of 4. What was the divisibility rule of 4? Check last 2 digits. Last 2 digits are 20. Is this divisible by 20? Is divisible by 4? Yes sir, it is divisible by 4 also. Therefore it will be divisible by 12 also. Fagun, I solved your doubt, na? Okay, ठीक है, no problem. Fagun, you are from Rajkot, right? The one who is spamming the comment section, I will remove you from the meeting, right? If you talk, if you chat nonsense in this chat, please, this is a academic live session, please don't ruin it. Other students are studying for their exams. Please don't disturb them. You should have such common sense. Now divisibility rule of 13 I will teach you. First we'll do divisibility rule of 15. Now divisibility rule of 15 is very similar to 12. Now you have to check two divisible rule for this 15. For example, let us take an example, 12810. Now I have to check divisibility. Is this divisible by 15 or not? I have to check that. Let us check. Now for this you have to apply two divisibility rule, which is of 3 and 5. If it is divisible by both, then it will be divisible by 15. Let us check if it is divisible by 3 or not. Please add all the digits. The addition of all the digits is 12. It is divisible by 3. Correct. Now let us check divisibility of 5. Is this divisible by 5? Yes, it is ending by 0. It is always divisible by 5. Sir, it is divisible by 5 as well as by 3. Then it is divisible by 15 also. So this is the divisibility rule of 15. Now let us do divisibility rule of 7. What was the divisibility rule of 7? The divisibility rule of 7, let us do with one example. 441. I have to check if it is divisible by 7 or not. So the step is very clear. Please pay attention. You have to take the last digit. Always take last digit. Always multiply it by 2. Always you have to multiply it by 2. There is no option. Always multiply the last digit by 2. The answer is 2. 1 into 2 is 2. Now take this digits. You have to bring it down and you have to always subtract. 44 minus 2 is 42. Is this divisible by 7? Yes sir, it is divisible by 7. So this is also divisible by 7. Understood? Let us do one more example. Fast. 595. The last digit is 5 always multiply it by 2. Answer is 10. Bring this numbers down. 59. 59 minus 10 is 49. Is this divisible by 7? Yes sir. This is also divisible by 7. Always you have to take last digit, multiply it by 2 and then subtract. Let us take divisibility of 13. What was the divisibility rule of 13? Let us take an example. 598. I have to check if 598 is divisible by 13 or not. Now take the last digit, multiply, always multiply it by 4. Multiply it by 4. The answer is 32. Now take the the remaining digits and bring it down. Now the twist is you have to add this. These things you have to remember. I know it is confusing, but you have to just remember this. You just don't have to remember, you have to practice, then you will automatically remember that. So 59 plus 32 is 91. Sir, is this divisible by 13? You don't know na, because you haven't learned your tables. So you have to mandatory learn your tables, right? So 91 is divisible by 13. It is 13 sevens are 91. So 91 is divisible by 13. Then the whole number is divisible by 13. You are asking Khushi Soni 4-digit divisibility rule, but of what? Of 13 or of 7? I'll do both. Let us do. One student is asking if in 7 ka divisibility rule, if a number is 4-digit number, we can do this also, but you have to apply 7 ka divisibility rule 2 times here. So the sum will be lengthy. And please understand that you have to solve this in your mind. So you have to practice more and more. And when you practice, you don't have to write anything. You just have to practice to solve it in your mind. Now, take the last digit, multiply it by 2. The answer is 8. And now bring down the remaining digits. 666 minus 8. Now 666 minus 8 is 658. Now you have to remember this because you are solving it in your mind. 658, 658, 658. Now you have to do similar same steps. You have to just repeat the same step. Now multiply it by 2. 8 2 is 16. Now bring these numbers down. 65, 65 minus 16 is 49. Is this divisible by 7? Yes sir. Then 658 is also divisible by 7, and 6664 is also divisible by 7. Let us do a 4-digit number with 13 ka divisibility rule, right? Let us do a 7 ka divisibility rule by 9256. I have taken a greater number, so we'll do a difficult sum. The last digit is 6. Always multiply it by 4. 6 4s are 24. Bring the digits down. 925 plus 24 is 949. Now you don't know 949 is divisible by 13 or not. So you have to do the same step again. Take the last digit, multiply it by 4. Answer is 36. Bring the digits down. 94 plus 36. Answer is 130. Is this divisible by 13? Yes. Common sense. Then this is also divisible by 13, and this is also divisible by 13. Let us move forward to the next sum. Next divisibility rule. 14 divisibility rule. Now 14 has a divisibility rule of 2 and 7. For example, if I want to check if it is divisible by 14 or not. For example, I have to check 504 is divisible by 14 or not. So I have to apply 7 ka divisibility rule and 2 ka divisibility rule. If it is applicable, if both the divisibility rule are applicable, then only it will be divisible by 14. Otherwise, it won't be divisible by 14. If you want, I can solve. Let us check 2 ka divisibility rule. Is this divisible by 2? Yes sir. It is an even number. It is divisible by 2. Is this divisible by 7? Yes. You don't know na. So you have to apply the divisibility rule. Last digit is 4. Multiply it by 2. Answer is 8. Bring down the digits, subtract, answer is 42. Sir, it is divisible by 7. 7 se be divisible, 2 se be divisible, then 14. It is also divisible by 14. Understood. Let us do the last divisibility rule, that is of 16. Now 16 has a very difficult divisibility rule. It is very difficult, but I want to teach you. Now you have to see here. Now 16 ka divisibility rule. If you want to check, if this is a question, right? So for 16 ka divisibility rule, you have to check last 4 digit. You have to check, for example, this is the question. You have to check whether 3632 is divisible by 16. If last 4 digit is divisible by 16, then the whole number is divisible by 16. So for this you have to divide it by 16, right? Let us fast divide it by 16. 16 ones are 16, 16 twos are 32. Answer is 4. Right, now again we will take 16 twos are 32. The remainder is 112, and 16 is divisible by, like, 112 comes in 16 ka table or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? Can you tell me? It is 16 sevens are 112. Right, so now 3632 is divisible by 16, then the whole number is divisible by 16. Let us wind up with the topic and let us move forward with the next topic, that is a very good topic called sum of series. Sum of series. Now let us solve here and here. Now the first, there are three different sums and different methods to solve this. Now the first type, now there are, in sum of series there are 3 types of sums. The first is sum of natural number. The first type is sum of natural number, right? So for example they are asking 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 till 20. So now how to solve this? You don't have to remember this formula. I won't be asking you to remember this formula, right? It is a very simple step. When you have been asked such question, the last digit is your, always is your n, will become your n. Now the solution of this is very simple. You have to take the last digit, always same step. Take the last digit, multiply it with the next number. 20 is the last digit, multiply it with the next number, that is 21. So 20 into 21 and divide it by 2. If we have been asked from 1 to 30, we would be doing, the last digit is 30, 30 into 31 upon 2. Same step. But remember, this is for only natural number, sum of natural number. Let us solve this. What is 20 into 21? It is 420 upon 2, which is 210. Sir, what about 30 into 31? 30 into 31 is 930 upon 2, that is 465. Right? I have taught you how to multiply 30 into 31. You don't have to multiply 30 into 31. You have to multiply 30 into 30. Remember? And then you have to add 30 afterwards. What is 30 into 30? Everybody remembers 900. Then you have to add 30. That is 930. This you have to solve it in your mind. Understood? Yes or no? Let us move forward to the, we'll solve this question. Chalo, we'll solve this question. What is 1 to 30? We will take the last digit, we will multiply it with the next digit, and we will divide it by 2. 30 into 31 is 930. 930 divided by 2 is 465. Answer of this is 465. Very good, Fakun. Correct. The second type of sum is sum of odd number. What if they ask you sum of odd numbers? Only odd numbers. Addition of odd number. For example, 1 plus 3 plus 5 till they ask you till 30. Let us take 35. Right? So 1 plus 3 plus 5 till 35. So this becomes your n. Now here you have to apply different steps. Now here you have to follow 3 steps. You have to take you don't have to take n, you don't have to take 35, you have to take the next number, which number? Next number. Then you have to divide it by 2, then you have to divide it by 2, then you have to remove the square, then you have to solve the square of that number. What is 36 divided by 2, sir? It is 18, so you have to find 18 ka square, which is 324. So answer of this will be 324. Next number, half of it, then square. Next number, half of it and square. Let us solve the book question of the book. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus till 49. So you have to take next number of the last digit, that is 50, divided by 2, then find the square of that number, that is 25 ka square, that is 625. Understood? And the third type of number is sum of even number, and the easiest is sum of even number, right? So for example, they have asked you sum of even numbers, 2 plus 4 plus 6 till 50. Now for this you have to see, this will be your n. Now here you have to follow, you have to take half of this. Please pay attention, you have to take half of this and you have to multiply it with the next number. That's it. You have to take half of the n, matlab last digit. There is a last digit, you have to do half of it, then you have to multiply it with the next number. 20 into 26, how will you find out 20 into 26? 20 into 25 plus 25. I have taught you this trick. 625 plus 25 is 650. So answer of this will be 650. Let us solve the question of book. 2 plus 4 plus 6. Now immediately you should remember that this is the sum of even numbers. Now this is the question of even numbers, and the answer of this, you have to take half of it, na? So half of this is 29, you have to multiply it with the next number. What is 29 into 30? How will you do 29 into 30? We will do 30 into 30 and we will subtract 30, right? I taught you, na? Understood? What is 30 into 30? 900. 900 minus 30 is 870. The answer is 870. Let us move forward to the next topic, that is my favorite topic, decimal to fraction. Beautiful concept. There are three types of sums. First type is easy, second type is medium level difficulty, and third type is medium level difficulty. There are no difficult sums in this, but you have to apply concept. Let us do this sum. So these are basically decimal wale numbers, decimal numbers. Now what is, sir, what is meaning of this bar? So when a number keeps on repeating itself, we won't be writing it again and again. Instead we will apply a dash, or you can say it is called bar. So this is read as 0.4 bar. So this means 4 is repeated. What does this mean? This means 631, 631 keeps on repeating. Now how to convert such type of numbers in fraction form? Let us do that. Sir, how to convert this into fraction form? Anybody who remembers can spam the comment section and answer me how to solve this. No, Daksh, you are wrong. Daksh, it is an incorrect answer. I am very sorry. So it is very easy. Write the number itself. Sir, now you have to check how many digits are repeating. Only one digit is repeating. So put 9. Sir, I did not understood anything. Let us do this. 0.93 bar. The question is like this, right? So you have to write the number itself, and in denominator how many numbers are repeating? 2 numbers are repeating, so you have to put 29. How to solve this? 0.631 bar. Now write the number itself, and how many numbers are repeating? 3 numbers are repeating. Put 39, and let us do one More sum 0.84 bar. So how many numbers are repeating? 2 numbers. Therefore we will apply 2 times 9. Simple. How जितना नंबर रिपीट हो रहा है उतना 9 लगाना है. As simple as that. You have to check how many numbers are keeps on repeating. Same amount of 9 you have to put it in your denominator, but these are type 1 sums. What is the difference between type 1 sums and type 2 sums? If you look here carefully, in type 2 there are numbers which is not repeating, which is not under the bar. That means these numbers are not repeating, and that is why this is type 2 sums. And you don't have to, you won't be able to do such with such easiness. For example, the answer of this is not 43 upon 99. No. If it would be 0.43 and bar is on both of them, then the answer will be 43 by 99. But here 4 is not repeating, and that is why answer won't be coming in such an easy way. So you have to do 4 steps. There are 4 steps in this. I have taught you all the 4 steps. I have told you to write all the 4 steps. Let us see what are the 4 steps. Please, attention should be very high. The first step, write the number itself. Second step, subtract the non-repeating number. Which is the number which is not repeating? 4. Then subtract that. And in the denominator, how many numbers are repeating? Only one number is repeating, so I will put only one time 9. I will put 9, but only one time, because only one number is repeating. How many numbers are not repeating? Sir, one number is not repeating, so I will put 10. If it would be 2 numbers that are not repeating, I will be putting 2 zeros. If there are 3 numbers which are not repeating, I will be putting 3 zeros. The number of zeros will be equivalent to the numbers which are not repeating, and the number of 9 which I will be putting in the denominator will be equivalent to the numbers which are repeating. अगर हिंदी में बोलूँ तो जितना नंबर रिपीट हो रहा है उतना 9 लगाना है, जितना नंबर रिपीट नहीं हो रहा है उतना 0 लगाना है. Understood? Now you just have to subtract this, and the answer is, and the sum is done. The answer is 39 by 90. You can divide this by 3, and the answer is 13 by 30. You can see in the calculator the answer of this will be 0.433333, similar to the question. Let us move forward to the next question. Now I'll solve faster. Write the number itself, subtract the non-repeating number. How many digits are repeating? Only one digit is repeating, so I'll be putting only one time 9. How many numbers are not repeating? Only one number, so I'll be putting 10 only. So answer of this is 53 by 90. What is the solution of this? 0.633. Write the number itself, subtract the non-repeating number. How many numbers are repeating? 2 numbers are repeating, so I'll be putting 2 9. And how many numbers are not repeating? So I'll be putting only 10. So answer of this is 627 by 990. And this is your homework. 0.914 divided by 0.914, and bar should be only above 1 foot. This is your homework. Let us do type 3 sums. Now the type 3 sums are also very easy. Let us solve these numbers. Now please keep this a secret. The trick that I am trying to teach you, this trick is very interesting, and I would appreciate if you keep this secret. Right? Now let us solve this question. How to solve this question? So similar steps. There are 4 steps. First step, write the number itself, subtract the non-repeating number. Which number is not subtract the non-repeating number. Which is the number which is not repeating? 5. So you will subtract 5 upon. Now when you are trying to figure out the denominator, you have to, please listen, this is the very important thing which you have to keep in mind while doing the trick. You have to understand that you have to only focus on this area when you are figuring out the denominator. When you are figuring out the denominator, you have to focus on this area only. Matlab, after decimal only you have to focus. So now 21 bar. Now for figuring out denominator, you will focus on 21 bar. How many numbers are repeating? Sir, two numbers are repeating. Which numbers? 2 and 1. Two numbers are repeating, so I will be putting 2 9. Sir, how many numbers are not repeating? There are no numbers which is not repeating, so I won't be putting any 0. Sir, 5 is not repeating. Now you don't have to consider 5 while figuring out the denominator. You just have to focus here only. How many numbers are repeating in this box? Two numbers. So I have put 2 9. How many numbers are not repeating? Sir, there are no numbers which is not repeating, so I won't be putting any 0. Understood everybody? So answer of this is 521 minus 5 is 516 upon 99. Very easy. Let us do one similar sum and it will be much clear to you. 7.47 7.47 bar. Now we will take 7.47 minus non-repeating number, that is 7, this 7 upon. How many numbers are repeating? 9. Sir, how many numbers are not repeating? 7. You don't have to check this, you have to focus here only. How many numbers are repeating? 2 numbers, so I'll put only 2. 2 9. So answer of this is 740 upon 99. You can check in your calculator. Yes, Fagun, you can do that, but it will be very lengthy. If you want, I can teach you that also. You want that? Now let us do one more sum. 2.12, only bar above 2 only. Let us do this sum. Now please focus. Same steps. Write the number itself, subtract the non-repeating number. Which is the number which is not repeating? Sir, there are two numbers which are not repeating, this 2 and this 1. So you have to take this 21. You have to take this as 21. Okay, Fagun, I'll teach you. So you have to take this as 21 upon. Now for figuring out denominator, you have to check this only. How many numbers are repeating? Only 1, so I'll put only 1 9. How many numbers are not repeating? Sir, only one number is not repeating, I'll put 0. Understood everybody? Understood. So now you have to subtract 212 minus 21. Can you tell me the answer? It will be 191 upon 90. Understood everybody? Chalo. Yes, Fagun, for you are asking me the doubt, so this is the sum. This is the different method, lengthy method which you can do for solving this. You have to split. Now those who liked the trick, liked the shortcut and would like to do shortcut method, please ignore the 2 minutes of this solution. Now I'll split this 5 and 0.21 bar. Now I will first solve this. Now this is a type 1 wala sum. You can solve this very easily, right? 21 upon 99. And now I will add the 5 that I separated first. Now I will add this 5 in this fraction. Now how to solve this, sir? Can we add this directly? No, you cannot add this directly because the denominator of this is 1. So you have to cross multiply. Sir, how to do cross multiply? So now we will ignore this first. Now the cross multiplication will be in such way: 99 multiplied by 5 plus 21, and upon me denominator will be 99 obviously. What is 99 into 5? It is 495 plus 21 upon 99 will obviously come. What is 495 plus 21? It is 516 upon 99. The answer will be same. See, Here also we got the same answer. Let us move forward to the next part, that is, so this is very basic. Let us classify this in natural number, whole number, whole number and integer. Now this is a 15 is natural number, whole number as well as an integer. Now 22 integer, natural number and whole number. But this 6 minus 6 will be only integer, it won't be a whole number and natural number. This 7, what about 7? 7 is natural number, whole number and integer. What about minus 13? It will be only integer, it won't be a natural number and whole number. What about 0? 0 will be a whole number and integer, it won't be a natural number. What about this 12? 12 will be in all the categories, natural number, whole number, integer. What about minus 12? It will be only in integer and not in natural number and whole number. What about 13? 13 will be in natural number, whole number and integer. What about minus 31? It will be only in integer, not in natural number and whole number. Right? Now you have to simplify whether or not the outcome of the given operation is an integer or not. So you have to first solve this, and you have to just classify into two types, whether it is an integer or non-integer. Now what was the difference between integer and non-integer? Integer will be full numbers, there won't be any decimals in this, there won't be any decimal in this, there will be decimal in this only. So if the answer is in decimal, it will be a non-integer. If the answer is not in decimal, it is a full number, then it will be an integer. Very clear to you? Answer is in decimal, then it is a non-integer. Answer is not in decimal, it is a full number, then it will be an integer. What is 12 into 4? 12 into 4 is an integer because answer is 48, it is a full number. What about 7 upon 3? The answer will come in decimal, na? And that is why it is not an integer. What about 18 upon 3? The answer of 18 upon 3 is proper 6, full number. That is why it is an integer. What about 36 by 7? It is a non-integer because the answer will be in decimal. What about 14 into 2? The answer of it will be a full number, and that is why it is an integer. What about 18 upon 36? It will be a non-integer because the answer will be 0.5, right? Answer is in decimal, always not an integer. What about this 13 into minus 3? Even if it is a negative number, it is okay, it is an integer because it is not in decimal. Let us move forward to the next topic, that is predecessor and successor. Very basic topic. What is predecessor and successor? So you must have learned a topic called before, after, right, in your senior KG. So this is a topic of senior KG. Now what comes before 3 and what comes after 3? Before is 2, after is 4. This is called predecessor, this is called successor, right? So you just have to, this is a very basic concept. Predecessor is the number which comes before and the successor is the number which comes after the given question, right? But here you have to remember 2 points. For example, whole number. Let us take example of whole number. Whole number starts from 0, 1, 2 till infinite. If they ask you whole number 0, what is the predecessor of whole number 0? There won't be any predecessor of whole number 0. Please pay attention. There won't be any predecessor of whole number 0 because it is starting from 0, na? If it is starting from 0, what comes before that? Nothing, and therefore predecessor of 0 does not exist. So if they ask you what is the predecessor of whole number 0, then your answer will be there is no predecessor. But if they ask you just simply they ask you predecessor of 0, then it is minus 1. But if they specify that it is a whole number, then only the answer will be there won't be any predecessor. What about natural number? Natural number starts from 1, 2, 3. Then if they ask you what is the predecessor of 1, there will be no predecessor of 1 of natural number. If it is whole number, then the predecessor is 0, huh? Then the predecessor is 0 in case of whole number. But in case of natural number, if they specify it is a natural number, then there won't be any predecessor of natural number 1. That is the thing that they are trying to tell you in this paragraph. Let us move forward to the properties of the chapter, right? Now addition property. What is addition property trying to tell you? Now what do you have to do with this property? You just have to learn the name of the property and the meaning of the property, that what is the property trying to tell you. Now what is the property trying to tell you, and the name of the property is the most important part for this topic, right? Now let us solve this part. Let us understand this part. Addition property. Now what is addition property trying to tell you? That if, now first of all, understand this, all the properties are applicable for whole numbers, right? Now addition property is trying to tell you that if you take any whole number, for example 7, if I add 7 plus 0, answer will be 7, therefore it won't be changing. If I add 0 in any whole number, the answer will not change. That is the property that is trying to tell you. 0 does not change the final result. For example, 2 plus 0 is 2. Very easy. What is closure property? What is closure property? Now what do you mean by closure property? Now closure property means, it is very simple, but remember the name, closure property. Closure property is trying to tell you that any whole number plus whole number will always be a whole number, and if you multiply two whole numbers, then the answer will be always a whole number. Understood? This is the very simple property. You take any two whole numbers, if you add, answer will always be a whole number. If you take any two whole numbers, if you multiply them, answer will always be a whole number. But it is not like this. It is not like this, that you divide a whole number by whole number, then and the answer is always a whole number. No. If you subtract two whole numbers, answer is always whole number. No. It might be a whole number, it may not be a whole number, right? So it is not applicable to division and subtraction, it is only applicable to plus and multiplication. Understood? Two whole numbers always produce a whole number, as their product means multiplication and as their total means addition. This both only plus and multiply is applicable. Understood? Now let us take next property. Let us understand next property, that is called associative property. What do you mean by associative property? The associative property is trying to tell you that while addition, for example, if I write 10 plus 2, answer is 12, right? But if I write 2 plus 10, the answer will be 12. So associative property is trying to tell you that if you arrange, while adding the digits, if you arrange in any way, you change the arrangement, you write 2 first and then you write 10, there won't be any changes to your answer if you arrange it in any form. And this is applicable to multiplication also. When you multiply 10 into 2, answer is 20, but when you multiply 2 into 10, the answer is also 20. So even if you change the arrangement of the number, the answer won't be changing, and that is the property trying to tell you. The sum and product of two whole numbers remains the same regardless of how the numbers are organized. Understood? Let us move forward to the next property, that is called multiplication property. Now multiplication property is trying to tell you two things. You take any whole number, for example I am taking 7. Multiplication property is trying to tell you two things. If you multiply any whole number by 1, the answer will be the number itself, and you multiply any whole number by 0, the answer will be 0. Any whole number multiplied by 1, the number itself. Any whole number multiplied by 0 is called, the answer is always 0. The property is called multiplication property. Now comes division property. Now obviously in division property we have to divide. right? So what is the division property trying to tell you? Very simple thing, division property. Let us take division property. Take any whole number, if you divide it by 0, answer will always be not defined. Take any whole number, divided by 0, answer will always be not defined. Understood? Answer will always be not defined. Even if you take 0 upon 0, answer is not defined. Right? Even if you take 0 upon 0, answer is not defined. 0 upon 1 is 0, but 0 upon 0 is not defined. Understood? Let us take next property, that is called distributive property. What is distributive property? Understand, please understand what is distributive property. So you must have learnt in your previous standards about a multiplication that you should be doing, right, in your previous standards, right? When teacher tells you that multiply this bracket, multiply this, solve this question, how would you do that? First you will multiply this p and q, p multiply by q plus p multiply by r. This is the step that you are going to do, right? And this is called distributive property. This is the step, this is the thing, this is the sum that is called distributive property, because you have distributed p among q and r, and that is why it is called distributive property. The example is the same which is given in your book. Last property of the topic of the heading, that is called commutative property. Now what is commutative property? Commutative property is trying to tell you that commutative property is trying to tell you that 7 plus 3 will be equal to 3 plus 7. Obviously you must have known this property, but the name of this property is very important. Commutative property, 7 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 7, 4 into 6 is equal to 6 into 4. You got the gist, right? So they will ask you, what is this property? A plus B equals to B plus A. Which is this property? Your answer should be commutative property. Which is this property? Commutative property. If they put variables, you don't have to jitter, you don't have to worry, don't get very tensed. With a calm mind you have to solve the questions. Let us do MCQ. We are going to do in descending order. First we will solve 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is the predecessor of whole number 0? No predecessor. I told you. No predecessor. Yes, Khushi. Very good question. Very good question. What is the difference between associative and commutative property? So, in commutative property, we will find the answer of this. And the main meaning of this property is that however you organize in any way, the answer won't be changing. So you, in associative property now, you will find answers of the addition, right? Even if it is multiplication, 10 into 2, you are finding the answer now, that it is 20. 10 into 2 into 10 is also 20. But in commutative property, you don't have to find answer, you just have to see 7 into 3 and 3 into 7, both are equal. Did you find answer that both are 21? No. You don't have to find answer of this. It is like 3 into 8 is equal to 8 into 3. You are not finding out any answers. You just have to, A into C is equal to C into A. If it is 3 variable, A into B into C equals to C into B into A. Both are equal. You are not finding out any answers. Understood? This is the difference. So what is the predecessor of whole number 0? No predecessor. What is the smallest whole number? Obviously 0. which of the following number is divisible by 13? So we have to apply divisibility of 13 in all the options. Let us see first option, 1 2 3 5. 1 2 3 5. What was the divisibility rule of 13? Let us do in here only. I'll do 1 2 3 5. Let us take first option, 1 2 3 5. What was the divisibility of 13? Take the last digit, multiplied by 4. Answer is 20. Take the remaining digits and add. Answer is 143. Now this is divisible by 13 or not? I don't know, sir. So again apply same divisibility rule. 3 will be multiplied by 4. Answer is 12. 12 plus 14 will be 26. This is divisible by 13. This is also divisible by 13. This is also divisible by 13. Answer is 1 2 3 5. Understood, everybody? Now please see the third question. If a number 61xx4 is divisible by 6, they are not asking you, they are telling you that this is divisible by 6, but you have to find this missing value. What will be the value of x? That means you have to find out the value of this missing value. Which are the possible digits that can be placed in place of x, right? So what we will do trial and error method. First we will put 4 in this and we will see if it is divisible by 6 or not. If it is divisible, then 4 is our answer. If it is not divisible, we will move to 5. Then I will put 5 in place of x. Then I will again check divisibility of 6. That we have to keep on solving till we get our answer. So first I will put 4 in place of x, right? So the number will look like 61444. Now I will check divisibility of 6, because they told that this number is divisible by 6. Let us check if it is divisible by 6 or not. What was the divisibility of 6? You have to apply 2 ka divisibility rule and 3 ka divisibility rule. Sir, is this divisible by 2? Is this number divisible by 2? Yes, sir. If it is is this number divisible by 3? Add all the digits. Answer is 19. Is this divisible by 3? No, sir. Then this number is not divisible by 3 and therefore 4 is not our answer. 4 is wrong. 4 is wrong. So let us move to the next digit, that is 5. We will put 5 in place of x. Then the number will be 61554. Now again 6 ka divisibility rule of 2 and 3. Apply 2 ka divisibility rule. Apply 2 ka divisibility rule. Is this number divisible by 2? Yes, sir, it is divisible by 2. Then apply 3 ka divisibility rule. Add all the digits. Answer is 21. Is this divisible by 3? Yes, then this number is divisible by 3. This number is divisible by 2 and therefore it is divisible by 6, and therefore 5 is the correct answer. Next, question number 2. Product of two numbers. Let us see. There are two numbers, A and B, right? Now you have been given product. What is the meaning of product? Product means AB. Multiplication. A into B is AB. Product of two number is 150. Therefore you have been given value of AB. That is multiplication of two numbers. Now let us move forward. The sum of squares of numbers. What do you mean by sum of squares of numbers? Sum means addition. But addition of what? Addition of squares of both the number. That means a square plus b square. A square plus b square value is given as 325. I will remove the red marks so you can see the question properly. But you understood from where did the value come from. These two things I have been given, and I have been asked sum of both the number. That means I have been asked a plus b. I will take a blank page to solve this sum. Let us put the values that was given to us. This was 150 and value of a square plus b square is 325. I have to find a plus b is equals to question mark. Let us solve this. Now You must have learned this formula, right, in your previous standards. A plus b the whole square equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Now I am simply going to put the values here in the formula. What is the value of a square plus b square? It is 325. What is the value of ab? It is 150. Now 325 plus 300 is 625, but this 625 is value of a plus b the whole square. Now I want only a plus b, so I will put this square on the other side of is equals to, and it will become square. It will become square root. Square root of 625 is 25, and therefore answer of the question is 25, option B. Right. Now let us move forward to the next question. Correct, Fagun. Correct. Absolutely correct. Fagun, I am expecting 190 out of 200 from your CSEET exam. So prepare in such a way. Now Daksh, I think you are from Rajkot also, na? Right, yes, I remember. A number in which, let us solve the question which is very interesting. These are all, now this question is of equation, right? Such questions will be of equations, and in equations you have to do in this method only. You have to do trial and error method. What is the trial and error method? Trial and error method, let us check what is trial and error method. A number in which 1/5 part increased by 20 is equal to 1/10 part increased by 30. Sir, we have a fear of such questions. I understand, but please understand, you have to understand, this is very basic. If you understand maths very clearly, na, if you understand, you don't have to learn maths, you have to understand the concepts, understand the numbers, then the maths will be very easy to you. A number, that means there is a number, we don't know the number, but there is a number in which 1/5 part is increased by 20. When you find out 1/5 part of this number, 1/5 part, and then you increase 20, then it is equal to what? Equal to 1/10 part, but increased by 30. Understood this? There is a number whose 1/5 part increased by 20 will be equal to 1/10 part increased by 30. But this number you have to find out, na? This number you have to find out, right? So there are 4 options given to us. That means that number can be 90, 100, 120 or 150, right? There are only 4 options. So what I will try to do is I will take, listen, I will take this 90, I will take this 90 first, and I will apply this condition. Which condition? I will find 1/5 part, I will increase by 20, I will find 1/10 part, I will increase by 30, then I will check if it is equal or not. If it is equal, 90 is my answer. If it is not equal, then I will move forward to the next option, and I will apply the same condition on the second option, third option, fourth option. I will keep on applying till I'll get my answer. Understood, everybody? Very simple to understand. I hope you are all understanding the concepts. If not, feel free to ask in comment section. Let us take 90. 90, I will find first 1/5 part. I will find out 1/5 part increased by 20. Then I will find 1/10 part. Then I will increase by 30, and then I will check whether or not it is equal or not. right? Let us find 1/5 part. What is the 1/5 part of 90? It is 18. Now it is 18, right? Now increase it by 20. What is the answer? 38. Now find out 1/10 part. What is 1/10 part of 90? It is 9. Increase it by 30. It is 39. Now take this 38, take this 39. Are both equal? No sir, then 90 is not your answer. Then we will try on option B, that is 100. Now same thing we have to apply on 100 also. On 100 also. Let us take 100. Let us take this 100. I will find 1/5 part. What is 1/5 part? It is 20. Now increase it by 20. Answer is 40. Now take the 1/10 part. What is 1/10 part of 100? It is 10. Then add 30. Increase it by 30. Answer is 40. Both the values are equal, and that is what they are trying to tell you, that they are equal, and that is why 100 is our answer. Understood, everybody? Very good. Then you don't have to apply this same condition in this 120 and 150. Yeah, please don't waste time. Please don't waste time. Answer is 100. The moment you get answer now, then you have to move forward to the next question. Don't verify your answer. Like, you have to do the sum with that accuracy that you don't have to recheck and waste your time in that rechecking, right? So now let us move forward to the last concept of this chapter, that is called Cartesian product. That is called Cartesian product of Cartesian product of set. For that you have to understand what are sets. So basically there are many sets in maths, right? Like for example, set of natural number. So set of, remember this, I am telling you for your MCQs. This is very important for your MCQs. Set of natural number are always denoted by n. Set of whole numbers are always denoted by w. Set of integers are denoted by z. Set of rational numbers are denoted by q, and set of real numbers are denoted by r. Fast, I am giving you 5 seconds. Please take screenshot of this. Please take screenshot of this. This is very important, and this can be asked in your exam. Understood? Let us now, what are set? So for example, I am writing an example of the set. There is a name of a set called A. For example, you can give any letter, right? A equals to, and there will be some elements of set. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now this is a set of 4 numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. All this are called elements. Always elements are enclosed in a curly bracket, and there is a name of the set in capital letters, right? Now this set can be a limited set, that means this type of limited set, or it can be a infinite set. For example, set of natural number, it can be an infinite number of elements also in a set, right? We are not going to deal with any infinite number of set, but you have to first understand what are sets. Now I am taking 2 set here, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now there are 2 concepts in set. First is intersection. What is the meaning of intersection? Intersection means common. What is the meaning of intersection? It means common. Now, for example, intersection is denoted by this sign. So you have to find out A, B and intersection. You have to find out A intersection B. A intersection B means you have to write you have to find out which are the common elements in both the sets. So both the set has two common elements, 3 and 4. So this will also be a set, and the elements of this set will be enclosed in the curly bracket divided by commas, 3 and 4. Understood? Now intersection means simple common elements in both the set. There is one more concept called union. What is union? Is denoted by U, and union means together. Instead I'll write all together. All together. All together means, for example, A union B. They will ask you A union B. What is A union B? Elements of A and elements of B will all come together and form a large set. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These are the elements of A union B. All the set will come together. But please pay attention. If 3, 4 are repeating, you just have to write only one time. You don't have to write again and again. In set there is a property that there should be no repetition. No repetition in set elements. If one element is coming one time, it will only come one time. You don't have to repeat them. Understood? Let us move forward and we will move to our main topic, that was Cartesian product. What is Cartesian product? So you have to basically find product of set. Sir, product means multiplication. Absolutely right, but you don't have to literally find the multiplication. You don't have to multiply. You just have to make pairs. You have to make pairs. Pairs of what? Pairs of elements. Let us take an example. Set A, there are 3 elements, 1, 2, 3. Now there is another set, that is A and B, right? Now you have to, again I told you, you have to find the product, but in product you have to make pairs. For example, you have to find A into B. Now A into B means multiplication of A and B, but you have to make pairs. You don't have to multiply. So sir, how to make pairs? That is depending on this arrangement. First is set A, second it is written set B, right? So when you are making pairs, elements of A will be standing first, elements of B will be standing afterwards. Clear? Now when you are making pairs, that pairs should be enclosed in curly bracket. Let us make pairs. First we will take element of A and then we will pair it with element of B. 1A. Again next 1 and B, we will take 1B. Next 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B. Very easy. Very easy. You just have to make pairs. But remember, elements of A will be standing first because here A is standing first. Now we will find out B into A. Sir, both are different or what? Yes, both are different. Now here B is standing first. So when you make pairs, elements of B will be standing first. Now let us make pairs. A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. Right? So how many pairs are formed in both the set? There are 6 pairs. Now these are not called pairs, these are called ordered pairs. This has a name. How many ordered pairs are formed? 6 ordered pairs are formed. Do you know why 6 ordered pairs are formed? This is because, just a minute, I'll explain you why there are only 6 ordered pairs. How many elements are there in this 3 elements? How many elements are there in this 2 elements? 3 2s are 6, and therefore there are only 6 ordered pairs. Sir, that means, are you trying to tell us that if there is a set A has 12 elements, if set B has 9 elements, How many ordered pairs will be formed? 12 nines are 108. There will be 108 ordered pairs formed. Understood everybody? Sir, that means if A has 3 elements, B has 0 elements, then 3 zeros are 0. There will be 0 ordered pairs formed. Right? If A has infinite number of elements, B has 3 elements, ordered pairs will be infinite. And if there are 9 elements in this, if there are 0 elements in this and there are infinite elements in this, then the number of ordered pairs will be 0, because 0 into infinite is 0. Everybody understood this? Now, here I told you, right, that both A into B and B into A both are different. So we can conclude the sum with A into B is not equal to B into A. Right? Sir, can you tell us that when they will be equal? When will what? In which case? In which case A into B and B into A will be equal? Sorry, I will be writing here. In which case A into B will be equal to B into A? If, please listen. Please listen. If in case elements, in this case only A into B and B into A will be equal. Only if element of A is first element of A is equal to first element of B, second element of A is equals to second element of B, and third element of A is equal to third element of B. If in only such case A into B will be equal to B into A, otherwise they won't be equal. First element of A should be equal to first element of B, first element of second element of A should be equal to second element of B. If I have to say this in a very short sentence, then I would like to say that if corresponding element of B is equal to element of A, then only A into B will be equal to B into A. The corresponding word means first ka first, second second, third should be equal. Right? So in your book there are 4 points given in this topic. All the 4 points I have explained you just have to mark this as important. Now the 4th point that I have to explain, that I told you that when you find A into B you will get product, and those product are called ordered pairs. But please listen carefully. Question number 4. There are 3 set. If you multiply 3 set, if you find out product of 3 set, then it is not called ordered pairs, it is called ordered triplet. Right? Ordered triplet. Understood? Now let us solve examples. There are equation given here. Now this equation means x plus 1 will be equal to 3 and y minus 2 will be equal to 1. If x plus 1 equals to 3, then you can solve na, x plus 1 equals to 3, 1 will go here and it will be x equals to 2. And if y minus 2 is equals to 1, then minus 2 will go here and it will be 3. Understood? Basic equations. This example too you can read it in your homework. I have already explained you with an example. Right? The main question and main example is third example. Here there are 3 sets you have to find out. First you have to find out A into B intersection C. Now please listen. There is solution written, so I will be explaining you using the solution. You have to find out product of A and B intersection C. But you don't know what are the elements of B intersection C. So you have to first find out B intersection C. What is B intersection C? B intersection C means common elements of B and C. What are the common elements of B and C? It is 4. Right? So now you have to just take set A. Set A has 1, 2, 3 and B intersection C has 4. So now you have to make pairs of this. So how will the pairs be formed? 1 4 2 4 3 4. Easy, right? In the third question, let us do third question, then we will do second and fourth. This is completed. I will do this one. A into B, A into B union C. So you have to first find out B union C. B union C means elements of B and C will be coming together and forming a big set. So B union C will be 3 4 5 6. What was the answer? 3 4 5 6. Then you take the set A and then you have to just find the product of numbers 1 3 1 4 1 5 1 6. In such form you can find the product of those numbers, right? Let us do second question. What is asked in second question? A into B intersection A into C. A into B intersection A into C. So first you have to find out A into B, then you have to find out A into C, then you have to find out what is the intersection between them. So first we will find out, please see the second question. First we will find out what is A into B. How will we find out A into B? Here, see the set A and set B. Can you find the ordered pairs? Yes. 1, do it in your mind. 1 3 1 4 2 3 2 4 3 3 3 4. So here the solution is given 1 3 1 4 2 3 2 4 3 3 3 4. Similarly, you can see you have to find A into C. How can you find? Using this two set, right? A and C. Please use A and C. 1 4 1 5 1 6 2 4 2 5 2 6 3 4 3 5 3 6. This is the way you find out product. So they have found out the product. I am erasing all this because you can focus clearly, right? Please see, they have found all the set. Now they have to find common elements in both the sets. So there are three common elements, that is 1 4 2 4 and 3 4. So the set will be consisting of those ordered pairs only. In the fourth question it is asked A into B union A into C. This is the same sum, same second sum, but with a twist. Here you have to find intersection, here you have to find union. That is the only change. So here you are finding common elements, but here you have to put all the ordered pairs together of A into B and A into C. So all these elements which I am marking in box, all these elements will come together and form a bigger set which is given here, right? You just don't have to write again and again the repeating ordered pairs. You just have to write it only one time. Everybody understood? Can I move forward? Chalo. The chapter is done. Let us move forward to the next chapter. You won't be getting any breaks from my side. I'll be continuing. Let us move forward to the next chapter, that is called profit and loss. Now, for profit and loss, you have to remember some concepts. Basic concepts like what is cost price. Obviously you all know what are the cost prices. Basically when you are manufacturing a product, then all the cost including material, labor, factory rent, electricity, everything, all the expenses that you make while manufacturing a product is called cost price of the product, right? Now what is marked price? What is MP? MP means marked price, market price, retail price. MRP, whatever you want to call, there are many names. Marked price is basically if there is a tag on a product and it is written 999, so this becomes your marked price, right? But what is selling price? Selling price is the price in which a customer buys a product. For example, if a customer pays for this only for this product which is marked as 999 but a customer paid only 500, so this becomes your selling price 500, but this is your marked price. Then sir, what is the difference between this? The difference between both the numbers, 499, this is your discount. This is your discount. So in front of you I have made a formula, very simple formula. This is of discount, which is marked price minus selling price is your discount. Very easy. Understood? Let us move forward to further concepts called profit and loss. What is profit? What is loss? When selling price is greater than CP, it is profit. When CP is greater than SP, then it is loss. But the important thing comes is profit loss, profit percent and loss percent. Profit percent and loss percent. Now what is profit percent and what is loss percent? Profit percent is, it is profit only, but it is expressed in percentage. Now profit is calculated always, profit is always calculated on cost price. So profit upon CP, and because you are finding percentage, always multiply it by 100. So profit upon CP into 100 is the formula for profit percent. Sir, what about loss percent? Loss is always calculated on CP. That means simply both the, either it is profit or loss, both are calculated on cost price, and because you are finding out percentages, you will be multiplying it by 100. This is the way you have to understand the formula and not to mug up them. Right? Let us start solving the sums of this chapter. A person buys a book for 200, sells it for 225. What is the gain percentage? What is the gain percentage? Profit is of 25, right? Profit is of 25. What is the cost price? Profit, you have to find gain percentage, na profit percent. Profit is of 25. Profit upon CP. Profit upon cost price. I am writing the formula, wait. But I'll recommend you to not to write for anything, and you have to solve it in your mind. What is profit? 25. What is the CP? CP is 200 upon 200 into 100. 0, 0, 0, 0 gets cancelled. 25 divided by 2 is 12.5. Answer is D. Let us move forward to second question. A person buys a watch for 500, sells it for 300. Now this is the case of loss. Right, so what was the, you have to find loss percent. What was the formula for loss percent? Loss upon CP into 100. How much is the loss? 500, product is sold for 300. Loss is of 200, CP is of 500 into 100. 0, 0, 0, 0 gets cancelled. 200 divided by 5 is 40%. So answer is option A, 40. I will do the question number 3 and question number 4 afterwards. First we will do question number 5, that is calculator sum. What is the sum trying to tell you? A calculator is bought for 350, sold for 15% gain. 15% gain. That means if you understand carefully what the seller must have did, what the seller must have done is he bought for 350, right? Now he got profit of 15, na? That means he must have increased the price of calculated by 15%. 15% of what? 15% of 350 only, and then he must have sold it, and this is the price you have to find. So that means you just have to find a 15% of 350, and then you have to add this in 350. Very simple sum, right? How to find 15% of 350? That is the task. So how will you find out 15%, 10%, 5% and add those? What is 10%? 35. What is 5%? How will you find 5%? 10% and then you will do half. 10% is 35, so 5% will be 17.5. This is 10%, this is 5%. Add, then you will get 15%. What is 50%? 52.5. But mind you, this is the profit only. You just have to add this in 350. So your answer will be 402.5. Your answer will be 402.5. Understood? Now let us do some questions. Now, most important part that these sums were very easy because cost price was given to us. Now cost price is our hero. Whenever cost price is given, sum is very easy. But whenever cost price is not given, and selling price is given, that time sum is a little bit difficult, right? So now selling price is given and you have to find cost price, then the sum becomes a little difficult. So what you can do, I'll do some sums and we can figure out how to solve such sums. Let us do, we will do question number 4. What is question number 4 trying to tell you? By selling a cycle, I'll be erasing all the things if you don't mind. I hope everybody is understanding. Please, in the comment section, please answer me if you are understanding or not. Everybody, all the 17 viewers, if you can, if possible, you can just tell me so that I'll come to know that you are understanding or not. Let us do question number 4. By selling a cycle for 4860, a student loses 19% to find the cost price, right? So let us do the sum. A cycle was sold, selling price sold for 4860, and when a student sold for 4860, he incurred a loss of 19%. You have to find cost price. Now, how to solve this? How to solve such questions? Whenever you are asked of cost price, you will be starting the sum with cost price. Always take cost price as 100%. Now, in this case, you have incurred a loss of 19%, so you will be subtracting. Subtracting by what? Subtracting loss. How much it is? 19%. So you have to subtract this. So answer is 81%. Now, do you know what is this 81%? This is your selling price, right? This is your selling price. But sir, selling price is given, na? Yes, selling price is given 4860. That means 81% is your 4860. You have to find what is your 100%. This is the only story of the sum. 81% की value, 81%, the value of 81% is 4860. You have to find out 100%. How can you find this? So this is the trick. 81% is 4860. Now this is the trick for 100% only. When you want to find out 100%, na, this is the trick that you can follow, and the best trick is this only. 81% is 4860. You have to find out 100%. So now 4860 is 81%. So you will divide this by 81 and then you will put 20 every time. Divide it by 81 and then put 20. Now, do you know what is the table? Is this 81 divisible by, 4860 is divisible by 81 or not? So I have taught you what is the table of 81, right? For 81 ka table, you should know 8 ka table. 8 1s are 8, 8 2s are 16. Now this is the table of 81. 8 3s are 24. 8 4s are 32, 8 5s are 40, 8 6s are 48, 8 7s are 56. So see, 486 comes in 81 ka table. That means 81, 81, 81, 6 is 486, and then we will put 3 zeros. So answer is 6000. Everybody understood? So the cycle was of 6000. The cost price is 6000. Option C. Right? Now let us do third sum. Third sum is a gold bracelet was sold for 14,500. Loss of 20%. CP you have to find out. Again the same sum. Selling price was 14,500. Right? Loss percentage was 20%. Right? Again you have to find out CP. Now you have to find CP, so you will be starting the sum by CP only. CP will be 100%. Now the loss is 21%, so loss you will be subtracting 20% minus. Answer is 81%. 80%. What is this 80%? This is your selling price. What is the value of selling price given to you? It is 14,500. That means 81% is only 14,500. You have to find out 100%. Right? You have to find out 100%. So the tricks goes in the same way. 14,500 is 81%. You have to find 100%. 14,500 is 81%, 80%. So I will divide it by 80 and I will put easy. Now I will cancel the zeros. Now I will divide 1450 by 8. Right? You can divide it in your mind if it is possible. 8 ones are 8. 8 ones are 8. Remainder is 65. 8 8s are 64. Remainder is 1. 8 ones are 8. Remainder is 2. So I can put this 0 na? I can put this 0. Remainder is 2. Right? Let us wait. And just give me one more chance. I'll explain you this in a very better way. Now this was 14500, right? This is 80%, so I will divide it by 80 and I will put 2 zeros. When I put 2 zeros, can I write it like this? 1 2 3 4. I am putting it because I was going to put 2 zeros now, so I just added 2 zeros with it. Now I will divide it by 80. 0 0 cancel. 8 ones are 8. 8 ones are 8. Remainder is 6. 8 8s are 64. Remainder is 1, so it becomes 10. 8 ones are 8. 2 is remainder. 8 2s are 16. 4 remainder. 8 5s are 40. So answer is 18125. Can you see this option? Yes. Option B. Right? Now here owner of a phone charges extra 28%. Extra 28% means this is profit percent. This is profit percent. Extra 28%. If customer paid 8960 for a cell phone, what was the cost price of the phone? So now here selling price is 8960. Profit is 28%. Now profit is 28%. Now CP you have to find out. Now please understand, here it is profit, so I will be starting the sum with cost price. Cost price will be 100%. Then I will add profit, because here it is profit, so I have to add. I don't have to subtract in case of loss, add in case of profit. 28% I will be adding. Answer is 128%. Now do you know what is 128%? This is your selling price, but selling price is given, that means this is the value of selling price. 8960 is equals to 128%. You have to find out 100%. How can you do this? 8960 is 128, and I will be two zeros. I will be putting two zeros. Understood, everybody? Now, how to divide this? How to divide this? Sir, how can we divide this by 128? The biggest question. So, please understand, this is a trick which you can apply. Now, for this you need to understand maths a bit more, a bit extra. Here the last, you can ignore this three zeros. Focus on this 896 divided by 128. Here the last digit is 6. Now you have to check in 8 ka table when the last digit is 6. I am asking you, when will it be that the last digit is 6? In 8 ka table, there are two times. 8 2s are 16, 8 7s are 56. There are only two times in which 8 ka table mein there is the last digit is 6. Right? So there are only two times. That means what I am trying to tell you is 128 2s can be 896 or 128 7s can be 896. But you also know, right, this much, that 128 2s cannot be 896. So it should be 128 7s are 896, right? So answer can be 7. But we have to cross verify. This is not a confirmed answer, right? We have to cross verify. So please verify 128 7s are 896, yes or no. How can we multiply, sir? 128 7s. We don't know 128 ka table. You can do 127s. You can do 8 7s. What is 127s? It is 840. What is 8 7s? 56. It is 896. Voila. You just got your answer. Now focus here. Focus here in this part. 128 ones are 128 7s are 896, and I will be putting this three zeros and the answer is 7000. Answer is done. So this is how you can calculate. Now this is the utmost difficulty level sum, and I'll be teaching you with utmost difficulty, because whenever the sums, if you face any difficulty, you should be able to do such difficult sums, right? We won't be doing easy sums. Of course you can do that on your own, right? Last sum of the chapter. Alicia loses 20% by selling a radio for 768. What percentage will be gained by selling it for 1020? Please read the sum. Understand it very carefully. Alicia loses 20% by selling the radio for 768. What will be the gain percentage by selling it for 1020? That means what they are trying to tell you simply is, there is a girl Alicia. I'll take pink color. I hope this is pink, I don't know. Now for Alicia, she sold this radio for 768. So selling price is given 768. But when she sold this 768 radio, she incurred loss of 20%. Now they are not asking you cost price. Till now we were solving cost price, but they are not asking you cost price. They are asking you what gain percentage will she have if suppose she is not selling it for 768, suppose she is selling it for 1020, then how much profit will she make? That is the imagination question. She sold it for 768 and incurred 20% loss. They are asking, what if she sold for 1020, how much profit percentage will be she making? So for profit percentage there is a formula, of course. Of course there is a formula, profit upon CP into 100. Now sir, we don't know CP, so first you have to find cost price, then only you will be able to do, you will be able to find out profit percent. So first you have to find out CP. Let us find out CP from this. Selling price is 768, loss is 20%. How can we find out CP? We will take CP as 100%, we will subtract the loss. What is the loss? Sorry, loss is 20%. So now it is 80%. What is this 80%? 80% is selling price. But selling price is given, sir, it is 80%. Yes, so 768 is only 80%. You have to find out 100%. How can we find out? 768 is 80%, so 768 divided by 80, and we will put 2 zeros. 0 zeros cancel. 8 ones are 8, 8 nines are 72. 4 remains, 8 6 are 48. So answer is 9 6, and we will put this 0 here. So answer is 960, but the final answer is not 960. It is the cost price. This is only one part of the sum. The next part of the sum is profit percent. We have to find out profit percent. Now, profit upon CP into 100. Sir, we don't know profit also. So here you can find out profit. CP was 960, we just found out. And the question was, what if she is selling this for 1020? What will be the gain percentage? So first tell me, what will be the profit? If a radio is bought for 960 and sold for 1020, what will be the profit? 60 rupees, obviously. So I am putting the values in the formula. Profit is of 60, cost price is of 960 into 100. 0 is cancelled. 6 ones are 6, 6 ones are 6, 6 6 are 36. So answer is 1 upon 16 into 100. Now I have given you the value of 1 upon 16 in the percentage form. If you remember the table that I have given you just before the profit and loss chapter, the table has in that table it is mentioned that 1 upon 16, the value in percentage is 6.25 percentage. Sir, what about 100? It is converted in percentage sign. So 6.25% is the answer. I have given you the table. 1 upon 4 is 25%. 1 upon 8 is 12.5%. 1 upon 16 was 6.25%. 1 upon 5 was 20%. This all the values that I have given you in the regular lectures. If anybody doesn't have that, please ask your classmates. Now, can we start with the next chapter? Yes, let us do next chapter. Let us start with the next chapter called ratio and proportion. Now, ratio and proportion, first we will see the meaning of ratio. What are the meaning of ratio? It is a comparison of two or more numbers. When I tell you there are two partners, right, A and B, the ratio of them are 3:2. Now what is this 3:2 trying to tell you? This 3:2 is comparing both the partners. It is actually comparing the ownership of the partnership firm, that A has more ownership, B has less ownership. So ratio is always used for comparing the quantities, two or more quantities. If there are three partners, we can compare all the three of them with respect to ratio, with using ratio 3:2:1. This compares the ownership of them, right? Who has more ownership? A. Who has less ownership? Least ownership is 1, right? Is C, partner C. So ratio is used for comparing the quantities, right? Now there are one important thing, that if I write A is to B, right? So this A is called antecedent. Please remember this. And this B is called consequent. right? If it is written like this, A upon B, then this is called antecedent and this is called consequent. Right? Now there are types of ratios, very easy. There are types of ratios. First is duplicate ratio. First is duplicate ratio. In duplicate ratio, there will be a ratio given to you. You just have to do square of them. Like they will ask you find the duplicate of 3:7. So you have to find square of this, you have to find square of this, and you are just done with it. The answer is 9:49. Next, you have to find out subduplicate ratio. In duplicate ratio, you will square the antecedent and consequent. In subduplicate ratio, you will find square root of antecedent and consequent. So here is the example, 9:25. You have to find out subduplicate ratio of 9:25. So you will just find the square root of both the numbers. 3:5 will be the answer. In triplicate ratio, you will find out cube of both antecedent as well as consequent. The ratio is 3:7. The cube of 3 is 27. The cube of 7 is 343. So this is the triplicate ratio. In triplicate ratio, you have to cube the antecedent and consequent. In subtriplicate ratio, you have to find cube root of antecedent and consequent. Right? So 125:8, you will have to find cube root of both the antecedent and consequent. Cube root of 125 is 5, cube root of 8 is 2. Very easy. And the most easy is inverse ratio. Inverse ratio, if it is 5:7, inverse of this is 7:5. Very easy. The complicated one is not complicated, but the most complicated among the ratios, among the types of ratio, is compound ratio. Here it is given, they will be giving you 3 or 4 ratios and they will find out and they will tell you to find out compound ratio. So you just have to take this 1/3, 2/9 and 4/7. 1/3, 2/9, 4:7. Then you just have to multiply all the numerators, multiply all the denominators, and that is it. This is the final answer that you will get. This, or you can write it like this. Right? Multiply all the numerator, multiply all the denominator, and that is it. You are done with it. Right? Now we can do the question number 1. What is question number 1? Question number 1 is, you can solve question number 1 on your own, right? 1000 is divided among A and B, right? Ratio is 3:2. How much will A get? A will be receiving only 3 parts, right? So A will be receiving 1000 will be divided in the ratio 3:2. Then A will get 600. I hope everybody is able to solve the sum, right? Now for today we will wind up, right? From the question number 2 we will continue tomorrow, same time, 6:30 to 6 to 8:30. The lectures will be scheduled, right? See you tomorrow. That is it for today from my side. Thank you all.
Module बोलता